All right, fine.
Good.
Yep.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Imagine yourself 50 years from now. You're walking down the street, going to the park with your grandkids, your great-grandkids. You sit down on a park bench, you look around. All you see is concrete, rubber, and cement. You think back to the days when you went to the park, seeing lush green lawns, huge tall trees. You hear the rustling of the wind going through the trees, the leaves. And you think to yourself, man, I wish my grandkids and my grandkids could see the park when I was a kid. All of us have an opportunity to recycle through programs that are instituted by our cities, our counties, and our states. Recycling Revolution website has a statistic that recycling will save 64% of energy, 58% of water, and it will save 60 pounds less of air pollution a year with recycling. I've done extensive research to bring this to you guys today. I'm also an avid recycler. At home, we recycle everything that we possibly can. I have 3 young kids. We don't necessarily use bottles that we can throw away. We kind of wash our own bottles, so we produce less waste with that. I propose and therefore am prepared to speak to you guys today on the benefits and the needs of recycling. Today I would like to discuss the way recycling impacts the economy, global warming, and how it can preserve our natural resources. By discussing the needs, the solutions, and I'll show you guys how it would be like with those solutions in place. And I'll show you some steps that you could take that would help preserve our natural resources, help our economy, and help with global warming. Now let's discuss some of the needs. According to the Department of Labor, Bureau of Statistics, recycling produces, unemployment in the last 10 years has increased at the highest point in October of 2009 at a rate of 10.1%. In March of 2011, it stood at 8.8%. The average unemployment rate over the last 62 years was 5.7%. The U.S. Global Research Project says that from increased emissions from landfilling, it would threaten crops, livestock, human health, and increases global warming. Next, I will discuss our natural resources. The Pennsylvania EPA says that our natural resources are being depleted at a drastic rate from the use or the overuse of disposable products or throwaway products. And at this rate, Pennsylvania has approximately 15 million tons of trash, and only 5 million of that is of recyclable trash, and only 5 million of that is actually being recycled. So at this rate, we're not recycling enough to offset what we throw away. And this drastically reduces our raw materials. Now I want to discuss with you some solutions. Recycling increases jobs. It produces 5 times more jobs, recycling, than landfilling does. 5 times more jobs, with an unemployment rate of 8.8%. It says that you can have lowly skilled positions to highly skilled positions, from people picking up recyclables to chemists testing what needs to be recycled and how it's recycled. Recycling reduces greenhouse gases. It can reduce the slowing of global warming. An example that the EPA gave is that recycling 500 tons of paper is like taking 307 cars off the streets for a year. Recycling preserves our raw materials. That same ton of paper that you recycle will save 17 trees and uses 50% less water to produce paper than cutting down a tree and using virgin pulp. 17 trees. Now let's imagine the world with these solutions in place. Unemployment can reach all-time lows. You go out to eat, you're not going to pay $100 to go out to eat because the economy's better, it's stimulated. People are going out more. These restaurants bring their prices down because everybody's going out to eat. So instead of paying $100 for a steak dinner, you're paying $75. Makes sense to me. It's not as expensive. And I'm all about not being as expensive.
Can you wait? I'm sorry. That's okay.
With the air being cleaner, I can sit outside on my deck with my kids and show them the Milky Way. Can't do that now in the city. I remember when I was younger times at the playground, being on the top slide, looking at Center City and just seeing this blanket of smog over it. I didn't know what it was at the time. Now I think it's disgusting. When I take my kids to the park, I can show them these lush green lawns, these huge trees. They can play in a park with clean air, and to me that's worth recycling. In conclusion, I hope you guys can see the benefits and the importance of recycling and what it can bring to you with your money, with your kids, and how it would enhance their future. We all need to recycle. We all need to educate our neighbors and our kids on the benefits of recycling and how it will impact them and their kids in the future. Recycling should be common in all households. And with proper information, I think everybody will see how easy it is and how great the need is. Thank you.